Hello there. Today I want to just go through a web page or two of things I found on the internet related to music and STEM. This is a Pinterest account, and you can see that a lot of the images have to do with early childhood or middle childhood, not much past 5th grade. Maybe. They're simple enough, they're easy enough. Notice that a lot of the images are related to visualizing, which is kind of hard to do, a invisible energy source, which is sound. A lot of these have to do with, again, early middle childhood. And if we're focused on middle school, possibly high school, these ideas just won't fly. Kids may be polite, but I don't know that they would really get engaged with them. I could be wrong. Maybe not. These things, as I look at them just critically, they're not cool. Kids want to be cool, and a plastic container with some rubber bands around it isn't really cool. A make paper plate tambourines isn't cool. And where are we going for cool things for secondary kids? A lot of early childhood stuff. Where is the fun for middle school and high school? That's what I'm interested in finding out and developing if I can't find it. Look around the internet and see what you find. Do you find that what's out there is appropriate for your students or not? Would they engage in the activity meaningfully, or would they just engage in it to make you happy? Poking around on the internet, I found this site, the Exploratorium, and they're out of San Francisco. This is a pretty good site. There are a lot of things that might interest older students. One of the things that I worry about is the fact that these are simply demonstrations of a physical property and not something you can actually use in a constructive way. And many of these things, I wonder if middle school students, high school students would enjoy them or just put up with it, because looking at things through the eyes of a teenager is a lot different than looking at it through the eyes of a young adult who's interested in promoting science. These are all great things. A lot of them, I would say, are more appropriate for elementary than middle school or high school. And they give great resources here. They tell you exactly what you need. They're inexpensive. You collect things, which is great. And they explain what's going on. One of the things that I'm very interested in is children discovering things for themselves rather than assembly right here, rather than following a recipe. And you have two strings and they have these washers on them, and then you drop them in based on where they are on the string. They make different sounds at different times, and one is proportional so that it will be a constant pulse, as you can see here, because of the effect of gravity. These, as things speed up, these numbers get farther apart related to one another. this is 30, but this isn't 30, and this is not 30, and that's certainly not 30. But here, they're increments of 50, and so when you drop it, it sounds like the sound is speeding up, which it is because of the effect of gravity. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. You get that. So this exploratorium, it's exploratorium.edu. This is a great place to go. Again, even though these are young adults who are interested in that, is this really going to interest your middle school, high school student? That's my concern. This is cool.
We were able to change those tones into notes and then spread those notes.
This is really cool. Kids would so get into this. And certainly this is outside the scope of what you need to do in the public school setting, but this is the kind of thing I think we need more of. We need more activities that are bigger than life activities, if we can manage it. Because if it's bigger than life, kids are going to really get into it. If you're building something with a rubber glove and a popsicle stick, they're going to say, this isn't real, which it may not be. So look for things that are really cool out of the box and let your students just run with it. And that's what I'm hoping to develop, or I'm not even hoping, I know that I'm developing these things that will allow kids to make some cool things that aren't cute. They're cool. Because remember, kids don't want to be cute. They want to be cool. I'll have a link to this particular video on the website.